Hey, hello, welcome back to Good Knit Kisses. I'm your host, Kristen, and today I am running behind. I'm so sorry. Picking up some things. Someone's coming over today. So anyway, I hope you are doing well today. Grab your coffee and your tea and let's just chat for a few minutes, okay? All right, well, welcome. If you're joining me for live and the replay, again, if you have questions for me to answer next Monday, you just write replay and I'll answer the question. Also, I am considering, hey, is it Eileen or Ellen? I think it's Eileen. Come on, Eileen, tell me. Just kidding. Bad joke. Hey, Ellie, good morning. For a second, I thought you were Ellie. It's like the closeness of the name. Hey, Bridget. Bridget posted and she's like, are we having the broadcast today? Because, yeah. Good morning, Shirley in New York. I hope you're doing well. Good morning, Brenda. I have a nice glistening glow. I have been picking up my house. I have someone coming over, so you might see her pop in the door in a little bit. So it's going to be a little bit of a short broadcast. I keep trying to restrain myself from saying, because I have done Periscope in the past, last year, and I keep wanting to say, this is a short scope. And people are like, what is that on Facebook Live? So we call it a scope on Periscope. Anyway, good morning, Sunshine. Good morning, Ada. Good morning, Joanne. Mark, hey, good morning. And Lori in Wisconsin. Oh my gosh, I almost had an Urkel moment. Do y'all remember Urkel from Family Matters? Got any cheese? I saw the Wisconsin. I'm sorry. I'm goofy. I'm trying to laugh off a headache. I have it's like a combination pressure headache migraine. And so someone tagged me in a really horrific post. And I have not been able to get last night, and I was reading this massive article and there was images and just really disturbing stuff. And I just had a really terrible time sleeping last night. So I think it's more emotional. So yeah, so it was just like I couldn't sleep, and it was just like I was thinking about this thing because anyway, it involved kids and yuck, and anyway, I'm not even gonna do that to you. So it was really bad though. Hey, Kathleen, good morning. British Columbia, hey. Oh, you got your leaf. Oh, y'all have the turning of the colors right now. This is such a good time. It's like you can cuddle up and you can get all your stuff, and I would love to sit out on a balcony and look out over the leaves falling and have my coffee or my tea and just watch the leaves and pick up my knitting. What do we have today? You want to see how my stuff is coming along? Let's see. This is my parallelogram here. Oh, I haven't scrolled up so I can't see anyone. Hey, in Virginia. Hey. Hey, Teresa and Elizabeth. It's okay, Brenda. It's a good part about now being sensitive and open to some things and not being like my eyes are open to some things happening in the world that my eyes were not open to before, especially after that ministry trip, that mission trip. And so I'm thankful that I'm more sensitive to things now, but at the same time, it's just heart-wrenching, and that sucks. So come visit you in the fall, Carol. You know that you are on the priority list. I don't get to travel much. I really don't. When the kids get older and when I can afford it more, I know that one of my priorities is going to be traveling a lot, because I do love to travel. I just don't get to do it very often. So, Lori, you did about a week ago, but they're gone now. Oh, all the leaves and stuff, they're gone. So is everything are all the trees naked? Do we need to make some leaves, make some little leaf scarves to cover them up? Okay, so here is what I'm working on. And this is, it's got this really interesting wave effect. I'm not sure if it's the stitch doing that, my tension. I'm thinking it's my tension. It's gotta be. But anyway, so it's a parallelogram. You see this? but it's doing this wave thing. See how it's waving? But I don't think that's supposed to do that. I've never done this stitch pattern before. Isn't that pretty? So I love how this, this is all the yarn doing this. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's just fading into this lovely foam color. So we've got teal, a little bit of speckle, more solid seal, and then, yeah, like a wave. And then like this like feels like a crested wave, right? So cool, right? And then, but the thing is because it's wavy, I'm kind of thinking I might not actually block that out. Yeah, it's a happy accident, right? So let's see, I want to show you the yarn that I'm using. This is Lion Brand Scarfy. And so here's the, well, I know it's backwards for you, but this is Lion Brand Scarfy. That's what it looks like. And then it's one ball makes a scarf is what they say. So I don't really know how long. I like to keep the ball band on there. So I don't usually use the patterns that are back behind it. So I'm not sure what it says. I hate to like make it explode. But this is 5.3 ounces, 150 gram ball. It's 312 yarns or 285 meters, and it's 22% is wool, 78% acrylic, so it grabs onto itself really nicely. The problem is it grabs onto itself really nicely. so if you have to frog it back a little bit, you're kind of like, yeah, I gotta be careful when I frog back because you don't want to like rip it too hard or something. Because I messed up on the row a couple of times when I wasn't really paying attention. And I mean, I'm just saying it happens to everyone. Cream teal, that's the color. I keep showing you like it's gonna be not mirrored. I'm a dork. Let's see, the color is number 215. So I like this one though. It's really pretty. Oh, needle size, someone's gonna ask me. It's a bulky 5, and the needles are US 9 or 5.5 millimeter. So. But anyway, it's parallelogram. It's a 10 stitch repeat pattern and a 6 row. I don't have my thing in front of me. 6 row repeat or 8 row repeat? It's a 6 row repeat. Yeah, it knits up soft. Well, it has a little bit of a crunchy to it. Now, if you're doing this to it and feeling the hand of it like this, it is soft. I think I am gonna steam it because once I steam it, I think it's gonna have like a really nice drape to it. But my thought was I wanted to do a, I was thinking of not doing a full scarf. I was actually thinking of doing a cowl in it. So it looked like this. Like I was thinking parallelograms on its side. What do you guys think? So if I block it out, it'll lay more like this. And let's measure it. Get my, this is my Red Heart tape measure, and I'm gonna measure it on my Lion Brand knitting. Does it make you feel weird when you don't use all the same brand stuff? I guess it does for me since I talk about stuff. I feel like, wow, I'm giving someone like precedence over another, but nobody paid me and I bought my yarn, so. Although this was free from my retreat that I did several years ago that they sponsored our yarn. This is, if I block it out, it's likely to reach, it's probably more like 8 inches, no, probably more like 7 inches. If I don't block it, it's like squeezing up to be about 6. So about an inch worth of ease, but it's not really stretchy. It's just, anyway, we're eclectic peeps, yeah. It's a cute little, whoops, it's a cute little one. It's kind of weird though, they had this little jump ring on it that's not very strong, see that? And it had a carabiner, which is a really cool idea. And then you hit your little heart button and then it zips in. But the carabiner always falls off because the jump ring is weak. So, oh, Bridget says don't block it. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, let's see what people say. Who says block it and who says leave it? Who says cowl and who says scarf? That's what I want to know. Yeah, using a variety of companies, Tammy, is a good thing. Yeah, speaking of companies, while you guys decide, and then I'll probably just do what I want. because you know me. No, I do love your opinions. I don't know. I'm just going to continue inspecting it and see how it works up the next 12 inches or so. Leave for scarf, block for cowl. Oh, okay. So if I was doing, okay, well, maybe I need to buy another, ball in another color. Yeah. Anybody want to test knit something for me? I need someone to like be here so I can like hand off stuff and be like, can you finish this? Speaking of finish this, thank you to Robin. She's working on the honeycomb on the loom. She's trying to finish that up. Hopefully I'll see her tonight at my knit night, and she's going to try and work up that so I can show you guys how to make that. Also, what else? Knitting board. So knitting board is, sorry, I'm moving my supplies back and forth. Knitting board has asked me to work on a video, actually 2 videos or more. And so I will be putting together something for them double knit. And it's their pattern. It's their, it's actually mostly their knitting. Basically it's, and I'm not sure what yarn it is, but anyway, it's their, of course, knitting board, but it's double knitting. So I'll be doing a double knitting video very soon. She sent me all the samples, she says, out in the mail today. So however long it takes to get here, and then however long it takes me to film and upload that. So it won't be a live tutorial. I'll be doing that post-production, so you won't get to see that live broadcast. Joanne says knit too, block the cowl and leave the scarf. I don't know how long I'll have for that. I don't know how, maybe what I need to do is turn this one into a scarf, and then I'll add on 10 more stitches. This is 30 stitches, and so I'm thinking if I do 40 stitches, it'll be a better size for the a cowl, because this cowl would be 7 inches, and I want to get it a little bit wider. So, hey Martha. Yeah, so anyway, so expect some stuff from Knitting Board. So that's some updates that'll be coming soon. Tomorrow, I'm trying to decide what I want to do, depending upon if Robin brings me that sample tonight. If she brings me a sample tonight, I can finish up that sample and show you guys the bind off for the honeycomb. Yeah, the honeycomb would be a nice baby blanket. We're showing it in a very small piece, but you could definitely stitch panels together or make it on a wider knitting board. But she's bringing that to me. It's on the little basics loom. Knitting Board has a basics loom. We call it the basics loom. It's kind of a nicknamed loom. They may have like come out and made one separate, but anyway, it's this basics kit, and it is a really nice spiral bound flip pattern book, and like it shows stitches and patterns and different ways to use the loom. If you are wanting someone to learn about knitting, the knitting loom, and lots of different stitches and ways to use a loom, that's a really good one to give. Their Zippy is also good for like someone who wants something big, but if you want to show them the benefit of starting like small and you want something small and handheld for somebody, then the basics one is good. The Zippy is good for someone who has more dexterity problems, maybe if you want to have a child do it, although a child could do the other smaller gauge one. So this is not a sales pitch for them. I'm just saying in general, this is not a sponsored video. Tammy says make 2-in-1 long enough for a scarf and be able to fold it and button it and make it into a cowl. Oh, yeah, I could do that. Okay, I'm thinking about, you love the basics loom for making headbands? Yeah, Carol, it's good for that. Yeah, I mean, quick scarves or headbands, or I think you can actually do a baby hat on there. Like, I think it's gonna be more like a preemie size or something. Has anybody made hats on the basics loom? I don't have mine in front of me, otherwise I'd get it. I'd get it out. But anyway, what else? Okay, UFO November. So I had an incredibly full weekend, so I was not able to look at who all has posted and commented and stuff. But have you guys started working on your UFOs? Any unfinished objects, things that you had been meaning to finish, maybe even just has to be bound off? This month is UFO November, and it's all about trying to finish those projects. I had challenged Yolanda with All Crafts channel when I announced it. She happened to see it. She said she frogged like 4 or 5 projects because she needed to make something else, and so she was like, you know what, I'm not going to be doing these, so I might as well just go ahead and frog them. So it was like I gave her permission to do it or something, and so she was able to frog those projects and work on those UFOs. And then the unfinished objects, be sure and post them to our event page and let everybody know what you're working on. If you want an opinion on one, let them know. They're like, hey, should I frog this? What do you think about this? Get some feedback. You know, that's a really cool thing about that. So if you post it, y'all, and if you notice anyone, y'all come to the event page if you want, like, daily, and then check up on what other people are doing. You might get some ideas for yourself too in the meantime for gifts too. Be sure and do like the small ones so that there's something that maybe you can end up giving for your Christmas or holiday gifts. So that would be really fun. And don't forget your hostesses. You guys are going to be maybe going to parties coming up soon. You might want to give your hostess something. So, and those little scrubbies that I finished, that was one of my UFOs. And that was things that I want to be able to give to people as gifts, that kind of thing. So, yeah, little birthdays coming up here and there. And let's see, Elizabeth, you frog too, working on one. Stephanie's got half side of your super scarf UFO done this weekend. Oh, that's great. Way to go. Gayla, you got them all sorted. Okay, that's a big task though sometimes. The UFOs now, let's see, you have to start taking pictures and frogging, list and post it all. Great, great, great. I frogged another one, and then I've got, so one of my other UFOs, it's behind me. It's this shawl. I keep saying I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. So I was going to show a different way to bind it off. I have shown everybody it's the dewdrop shawl, and I have done the bind off video, but I want to show you a different way how to bind it off and maybe put long fringe. Are y'all interested in me binding it off? It's on the S loom, the big S loom from Knitting Board, and that way what I can do is bind it off and then show you adding fringe and finishing that up. So that was one I thought about doing tomorrow if Robin's not done, or I'll do it next week or something like that. But I definitely want to get it done, and it's these beautiful fall colors. Problem is, I don't remember what the yarn is, and everybody's going to ask me because it's really pretty, and I don't remember. So I may have to have someone who's familiar with like upper end yarn, because I think I got it at a local yarn shop. So yeah, it might be indie dyed though. That would be a problem. So I think it's DK weight. I don't think it's fingering weight, but anyway. Carol says you or Joanne need to send me an invite. Went to the event page and it won't allow me to change my name, so I can't join. What? Okay, that's weird. That's weird. Y'all invite your friends to be on that invite thing. That's weird. Okay, I need to go do that, or if Joanne can do that. You appreciate all the comments, Elizabeth? Yeah, I like seeing comments. You're finishing your first UFO thing today, Joanne? Yay! Did you do the yoga sock for your daughter? What did you do? Oh, invited you, Joanne. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm catching up on all your messages. Okay, Gayla says, I'd love to see you do that, but appreciate anything you show us. You decide on the shawl. Cool. I don't do fringe. I don't think I've ever made a video with fringe. It's just not something that I do very often. But I think certain things call for fringe. Like most things I don't use it on. But I think this shawl would look really lovely with it. So let me see about that. Okay, Martha says, you've got so much talent. Just out of curiosity, how many different things are you experienced in with yarn? Well, you're sweet. Number one, thank you. Basically what I do is I like to do something, figure out the ins and outs of things, and then I'm not an expert at it. I mean, I do what I can do, and then I teach you what I know, and with the strengths that I have. So my strength is doing video and talking to people from different perspectives, because the person on your right and left may learn different. And so I kind of try and think about how different people might want to know how to do it in ways I remember. And that's what I do. I just teach from my strength. So different things that I've done that work with yarn. I mean, I've done loom knitting, needle, crochet, finger knitting. I've done some of the plastic canvas, although I have to remind myself every time. A long time ago, my grandmother had shown me how to do cross stitching, embroidery and stuff, but I really don't do much of that anymore. And it's not something that I really enjoy, like over a long period of time, like keep going back to it. Like I enjoy it if I'm doing it with someone. You know, I will say plastic canvas, one of my best memories, one of my favorite memories was my grandmother and her sisters and I and my sister sitting around in the dining room doing that while everybody was watching the game. We were making ornaments made out of it, and that was really neat. And I got to listen to all their old stories and stuff, and we made these little houses that were made out of the plastic canvas and stuff. And then I remember making like little candy canes and little crosses. And then there was this little thing, like it looked like if you do plastic canvas, you cut it like long ways, and then it pumps out like this, and then long ways again, and then cut it off, and then you stitch like some kind of pattern, whatever, in the colors. We did red, green, and white, and then it folds over, and then you pinch it together so it looks like a basket that's open-ended, and then you make a little loop on it and you stick cinnamon sticks in it, and then hang that as an ornament on your tree. So that was one that we did lots of those for gifts and for putting on trees. So anyway, that's my experience. I'm trying to think if there's any other needle stuff. The Nook, people have asked me to do the Nook. People have asked me to do the what's the crochet with the hairpin lace. I've been meaning to learn more about the hairpin lace. I think I tried it 1 or 2 times, and I just really haven't like gotten good at it. So I don't want to teach something that I'm not like really great at. I've done some weaving. So what else? I've never done tatting. Anyway, that's it. So anyway, I'm gonna head out now, you guys, and thank you for the event page link, Joanne. If you guys have trouble, please write on this broadcast and let me know if you're having trouble getting to the event page or you need some kind of an invitation. Be sure to invite your friends. If you want to post this into any other crafting groups, knitting groups and stuff, and say, hey, there's a fun event going on for this month. We all get to encourage each other and finish our projects. That would be great. So let's all build this big old fun community of getting our projects done, right? Because the more the merrier. There is no shame in your unfinished projects, because we're going to get as many done as we can, and you're going to be so thankful when it comes time for Thanksgiving, because that's the last weekend of it. So anyway, thank you all for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and happy knitting and crochet. Bye.